Coming to New Life for our kids has been huge. Again, this is only our second year at New Life, but even last year, within the first few months, I'd say the difference that we saw in our kids was joy. They really had joy, they had interest and excitement to come to school. They loved their classmates, they really loved their teachers.
Yeah, honestly, we wake up most mornings and they're like dressed for school, ready to go, like they're counting down the minutes until we go to school. And I just know that it's because the love that they feel here.
Yeah, absolutely.
At school.
I have actually been thinking a lot lately as I'm about to move on to college, how my high school years would have been different if I hadn't gone to New Life. I have grown in my ability to critically think, I've grown in my interest in science, writing, just a lot of things academically, but more importantly, I have really seen myself grow in my character and in my relationship with the Lord, and kind of taking my faith and turning it into an adult relationship with the Lord.
What inspires me is just the fact that we get to have an eternal impact on these kids' lives. Just having a smaller classroom setting, it gives me the ability to get to know them and get into their world and see what's really going on in their lives and, listen to them and just instruct them and, things that they might need help with.
Over the summer, I was praying about what I wanted my students to walk away with this year, and I kept landing on Jeremiah 29:13, and that's our verse, and you can ask any of my preschoolers, they will sing it to you. I really want them to know that they can seek God anywhere, anytime, in any kind of mood that they're in, and they will find Him.
Well, one of my favorite teachers are Mrs. Lutz, because she does fun stuff with us, like science experience. Like the one time we made our own popcorn, and the popcorn that was left, we made it explode.
I feel like New Life is really preparing me to become anything that I set my mind to. All these electives, all these classes you take, they're all teaching you something new every day.
The standard of excellence that's here is very high-level academics, great athletic programs, great extracurricular fine arts, whatever their gifting is. There's many areas for them to get involved in.
After coming out of New Life, I was very confident that this is where I would eventually like my kids to go, or somewhere of similar caliber and quality. We've just recently moved actually back into Woodbury, and not unintentionally, maybe on my part, we're about 2 minutes down the road from New Life now, realizing that ultimately the foundation that I got here is something that I'd love to pass on to my kids.
One time in a chapel, I heard Pastor Jeff talking about how Jesus died on the cross for our sins. That made me really, really sad that he had to suffer in that pain. So I was talking with Jesus that day, and I told him I was sorry. So I asked him to come into my heart.
One word that would describe me after coming here would be courageous. I stepped out of my comfort zone just in coming here in general and making new friends and joining theater, but everyone was so welcoming and it was just so much fun, and it's such an amazing place because you get to be with other Christians and be around God and just feel Him in your class and with your teachers, and the relationships are so cool. Yeah, it's just amazing.
The only thing I just want to make sure is that while I have the opportunity is to say thank you for variable tuition. And just to make sure that everybody knows that some of us couldn't send our kids to New Life Academy if it wasn't for variable tuition. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows that we're grateful for that, and that it means a lot to me and to my son.
Gosh, I don't know if you can put a price tag on Christian education and really what they're going to be learning here and the people they're going to be around.
Just seeing the impact on our kids and their faces light up and their desire and love for this school and this community and their friends really makes the investment worth it.